Have you ever wondered how rockets are able to travel across the solar system with such ease? You can thank computers. In the beginning of missile and rocket development, was no guidance systems that guided them. They just lit rockets and they went wherever they went. But now, rockets can basically fly and land themselves with no human inputs. Rockets today are not just about the engines, but about the computer systems inside that help guide them where they need to go. From simple gyroscopes to the advanced systems we see today, there's been a lot of evolution that allows us to travel the solar system more easily than we have ever before. After getting into microprocessor technology last year and researching into rockets recently, I've really wanted to see how these connect. And I've come to realize that these systems have become dependent to the rockets, and the rockets need them to get where they need to go, or else we would not be able to travel space at all. In this speech, I will explain how rockets electronics has evolved and how the computers have changed over the years from the simple computers at the beginning to how we developed digital computers for the moon rocket, and how modern rockets like NASA's SLS and SpaceX's Falcon 9 have improved these systems to make flights safer and more efficient. Early rockets, like the V2, had basic computers, physical computers like gyroscopes and radio signals that they used to stay on course. The fins were fixed, and that was all they had at the time, but it kind of showed how rockets could be guided eventually, and not just guided, or not just launched blindly, not knowing where they're going. And that led into the space race, where the moon missions in digital computers became a big part of what the evolution of it. Look into the Saturn V's avionics computers in the 1960s. The introduction of this digital avionics computer allowed rockets to make in-flight calculations on their own, and they could be controlled in flight from the ground for any time at any part, not just going to a specific point like the V2. In NASA's Saturn V used during the Apollo missions, it had two computers that guided most of the flight, one located in the lunar module right here and one located in the service module up here. Had two of these computers on the right that is circled, and they weighed 4,400 pounds each, according to NASA. This technology was state of the art at the time, but it was heavy, and that moves us to today's modern avionics with the Falcon 9 and the SLS rocket by NASA. Today's rockets rely on computers for pretty much every part of flight, but they knocked out the biggest aspect of it. They are lightweight now. SpaceX's Falcon 9 uses real-time computer processing to control its engines and navigation of every part of flight. In Lifeline's SpaceX evolution video on YouTube, it shows how these systems let the rocket be able to land its boosters by itself on a drone trip, something older rockets could never do. NASA's Space SLS uses advanced avionics that monitor thousands of sensors to keep the rocket safe on its way to the moon. And we can see the SLS processor on the right. But all these innovations have led to space travel being a lot more easy and efficient and cheaper than ever because of these systems. In conclusion, from early gyroscopes to the computers in today's rockets, electronics have always been what truly makes rockets work in the biggest part of them. Early rockets just had simple, basic guidance like gyroscopes and radio control, but the Saturn V brought the digital and real-time control to the table, and now the SLS and Falcon 9 can integrate fully automated systems without the human even having to press a button or anything. They can do it themselves, and that's what makes these rockets impressive. The engines may give the rockets their power, but these computer systems are what the bread and butter that makes them work. From the SLS to the moon, from the SLS rockets and Falcon 9 to the moon landing and the Saturn V, to the old school mechanical systems, modern rockets just show how far technology has to take us across the solar system. Thank you.